Peace. This is a meat and potato social production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is Kybalian Software. Now, for those who are familiar with the Kybalion, and I'm sure that you are, the Kybalion was written in 1908, and it's a book that deals with hermeticism and various principles like the mental, rhythm, correspondences, etc. It was written not by three initiates, but actually a lawyer from Chicago named William Walker Atkinson. But how is the Kybalion applicable today? Well, it's applicable because human beings are software, and you load different softwares on your computer every day, and you're the ultimate software. So with any program, it's only going to be as effective as the updates that you're going to have to do periodically. Now, one thing that the Kybalion led to or alluded to is certain rhythm in the universe. And basically what it comes down to is this. I'm just going to break it down. In whatever past trauma that you had, it will affect you, the current software. And this will spread like a virus to the multiverse where there's another version of yourself. So what happened to the past when the trauma is not resolved or your software, you being the software, isn't updated, it spreads and it will have pop-ups. Anytime you get a virus, what happens? You get pop-ups. And then what's going to have to happen is that with the spirit realm or with you doing what you need to do with these pop-ups, you're going to have to get a protection system. You can be that protection system via your ancestors, your spirit guides. So from a software terminology, there's McAfee and there's Kaspersky. And we have to keep this in mind and always remember this, as Mentor will tell you this. Curiosity is the enemy of intuition. Like a lot of times when you go to a certain site, you're like, if I click on this, I may get a virus or whatever. And what happens? You didn't follow your first mind, computer gets infected. Well, by you being the human, once your DNA is activated on an occult level, you can get an infection just by being all over the place and not programming yourself. You have to program yourself. Just like you buy a crystal. Let me use this principle. You get a crystal, right? Like smoky quartz or tourmaline. And you may clean it with sea salt or tap water, etc. But the crystal is not going to be effective if you don't program it with your will, intent, and give it specific instructions for what you want it to do. Now, put yourself in that same arena as far as programming yourself, because the mind is all to a point. But when you say all, what is the all connected to? The all is connected to what? The source, the universe. Everything is in rhythm. Everything is always flowing. Nothing is stagnant. And by you being a part of making this whole thing go, you cannot be stagnant either. So you have to program yourself. What is it you want your mind to do? This is how you excel as a person. And also, this is definitely how you will excel as an occultist. What is it you want your mind to do? Well, you program it. I want you to do this, and you have to do it for over 21 days, because anything leading up to a month, then your mind will respond. So you have to really keep that in mind when you're doing disciplining your mind or meditation. So that's very, very important. And when you're uploading, and you're going to have that on a spiritual level, something will just happen from a portal, or you may get a channel and you upload it. So what you're going to have to do is, what is your file? Your mind is your file, so you save it. Or if you can't save it because you got too many folders, you just create another folder and you give it a specific name. So you give your mind tasks. You have to give your mind tasks, and the subconscious will carry it out. And one of the favorite principles from the Kybalion that I like is the principle of gender, because it goes beyond feminine and masculine. It basically deals with polarity. For every action, there's a reaction depending on what is needed to be done. So it goes way beyond just feminine and masculine. It's all about what needs to take place. Like, let's say it like this. Let's say you're doing something in Microsoft Word. Okay, and you check your spelling and your grammar. But let's say you want to take it a step further and you're a writer like myself. What you can do is you can misspell a word and then go and you can click on the tab for readability statistics. And if you're a writer or you're aspiring to be one, I highly recommend that you do this. And then it will not only correct the problem, what will end up happening is that it will show you the grade that you're writing at. Like, it could be a 12th grade level, freshman in college, sophomore in college, junior in college, etc. So the whole thing is, you are the ultimate software, and you will only go as far as you update yourself. That's it. That's the whole key. And there's a book that I used to recommend in the beginning to my students, The Master Key by Charles F. Hannell. And this is the book that took the principles of Hermeticism and made it very simple and plain with tests and questions. And this is the book that really inspired Bill Gates to leave Harvard to form Microsoft. So there you have it in a nutshell. You're the ultimate software, and you can take the principles of the Kybalion and you can take it to the next level. Just do periodic upgrades as needed. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.